Authors taking a closer look at the legislation that's on the table. SJR, good afternoon. This isn't the first time something like this has been introduced either.
Well, absolutely, Eric. Legislation that would expand background checks to nearly all firearms purchases has been floated in the past, but it was blocked by GOP leaders and the Republican majority. Now, this legislation is among one of the first that's been introduced by House Democrats in their emboldened bid to change federal background check laws. As you know, this gridlock has really gripped Washington in the past. Now, former Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords stood alongside House Democratic leaders, pausing to commemorate the 8th anniversary of the shooting in Tucson, while also introducing this new legislation, which would require background checks on the sale of any firearm and expand existing background checks to cover anyone attempting to buy firearms online, commercially, or at gun shows. Now, Congress passed legislation that expanded federal and state reporting to the National Instant Criminal Background Check System last session. And while Florida's congressional delegation believes more should be done, they have different ideas about how Congress should move forward.
We in the Democratic Congress have heard your voices, have heard your cries. We've seen what's happened in both Parkland and the Pulse nightclub shooting, and we're planning to put this reform forward.
I don't think that this particular bill here adds much value when we've already fixed the national background check system. What we really need to do, and this bill does not do it, is deal with the exception that when you don't get a background check within a certain number of time, maybe 3 days, I forget the exact amount, that they go ahead and sell the gun. I don't think that's a good thing.
Now, a companion bill was introduced in the U.S. Senate as we approach the one-year anniversary of the shooting at a high school in Parkland, Florida. The big question is, in this new era of divided government, can anything be accomplished legislatively when it comes to curbing gun violence? We'll explore that more tonight at 5. Reporting on Capitol Hill, Samantha-Jo, Spectrum.